Your hunger is not random, it's controlled by your metabolism. That might sound surprising, but the way you feel hunger, fullness, and cravings is deeply connected to how your body uses energy. If your metabolism changes, your appetite changes with it. And this connection is one of the biggest reasons people struggle with weight loss. Let's make this simple. Most people treat appetite and metabolism as two separate things. Appetite is about how much you eat. Metabolism is about how many calories you burn. But in reality, they are constantly communicating with each other. Your body is always trying to maintain balance. It wants to make sure you have enough energy to survive. So when something changes, like eating less, losing weight, or increasing activity, it adjusts both your metabolism and your appetite at the same time. This is where the problem begins. When you reduce calories to lose weight, your metabolism starts to slow down to conserve energy. That part is already challenging. But at the same time, your appetite increases. So now you're dealing with two forces working against you. You're burning fewer calories, and you're feeling hungrier. That's why it feels so hard to stay consistent. It's not just about discipline, your body is actively pushing back. And this response is not a flaw. It's a survival mechanism. Thousands of years ago, this helped humans survive periods of food scarcity. But today it can make fat loss feel like an uphill battle. Now let's go deeper into how this actually works. Your body uses hormones to regulate appetite and metabolism. Two of the most important ones are leptin and ghrelin. Leptin is often called the fullness hormone. It tells your brain that you've had enough to eat, and that your body has enough stored energy. Ghrelin is the opposite. It's the hunger hormone. It signals that it's time to eat. When your metabolism is stable and you're eating enough, these hormones stay relatively balanced. But when you start cutting calories aggressively, things change. Leptin levels decrease, which means your brain receives weaker signals of fullness. At the same time, ghrelin levels increase, making you feel hungrier more often. So even if you're trying to eat less, your body is increasing the pressure to eat more. And it doesn't stop there. Other hormones like insulin and cortisol also play a role. When your blood sugar is unstable, spiking and crashing throughout the day, it can trigger more hunger and cravings. This affects how your metabolism processes energy and whether your body stores fat or burns it. High stress levels can increase cortisol, which is linked to increased appetite and fat storage, especially around the abdominal area. So now, your appetite is being influenced by multiple systems, not just willpower. There's also something called energy availability. This refers to how much energy your body has left after basic functions and activity. If your energy availability drops too low because you're eating very little or exercising too much, your body starts to make adjustments. It reduces your metabolic rate to conserve energy, and it increases your appetite to encourage you to eat more. Again, both systems are responding together. This is why extreme diets often fail. First, you might see quick results, but over time, your metabolism slows down and your appetite increases so much that it becomes difficult to maintain the plan. Eventually, most people return to their previous eating habits and sometimes gain back even more weight. Not because they lack discipline, but because their body is trying to restore balance. Now here's something important that many people don't realize. Your appetite is not just about how much you eat, it's also about what you eat. Different foods affect your metabolism and hunger signals in different ways. For example, protein tends to increase feelings of fullness and supports muscle, which helps maintain metabolism. Fiber slows digestion and keeps you satisfied for longer. Highly processed foods, on the other hand, are often easy to overeat and may not provide strong signals of fullness. So even if two diets have the same number of calories, they can have very different effects on appetite and metabolism. This is why quality matters, not just quantity. There's also the role of movement. When you stay active, your metabolism tends to stay more responsive. At the same time, regular movement can help regulate appetite signals. But when you become less active, especially during periods of low-calorie intake, your metabolism slows down further, and appetite signals can become less predictable. Everything is connected. Now let's bring this together. If you ignore the connection between appetite and metabolism, weight loss becomes a constant struggle. You try to eat less but feel hungrier. You try to push harder but your body slows down. And it turns into a cycle of effort without consistent results. But when you understand this connection, you can approach things differently. Instead of forcing your body into extreme restriction, you focus on supporting both systems at the same time. This means avoiding drastic calorie cuts, eating enough protein and fiber, keeping blood sugar stable, managing stress levels, staying consistently active. When you do this, your metabolism doesn't have to slow down as much and your appetite becomes easier to manage. That's the key insight. Appetite and metabolism are part of the same system. If you support one, you influence the other. And when both are working in your favor, fat loss becomes more sustainable. It's not about fighting hunger or forcing your body to burn more, it's about creating the right conditions so your body can work with you. Because the goal isn't just to lose weight for a short time. It's to create a system you can maintain without constant struggle. And that only happens when your body feels safe enough to cooperate. So if you've been feeling stuck, constantly hungry, or frustrated with slow progress, it might not be your effort that's the problem. It might be the approach. Understanding how appetite and metabolism interact can change everything. If this helped you see things more clearly, subscribe to the channel for more simple explanations that actually make sense and help you take action. And in the description, you'll find a practical guide that connects these ideas into a step-by-step structure you can follow. If you want to apply this in a way that supports both your metabolism and appetite, that's a great next step.